Hi guys, Captain Foley here. How are you doing today? So I'm going to give you a little tour of the basement. It's about 95% done from after the flood. Still not super happy with it. Well, I am super happy with it. I'm just not super elated about it. That's why this video has been so long coming. But I thought you guys deserve a look at least, let you know exactly what's going on with the situation down here. A lot of you guys have been interested in how it is after the flood, and you've been paying attention to the update videos, which there are 2 more of. If you want to check those out, please consider doing so. So this is my second attempt at making this video. The first one I did was very good and very comprehensive, but watching it back I was getting motion sickness just from the movement of the camera, so I figured I'd redo it for you guys. So here we are, and we're going to take a look at it today, and just so you can see the workspace and stuff like that and see where things are, so if you're interested. So thank you for watching, and here we go. So we'll start off with the main desk area. That's my main desk area that I see when I do Trekyards stuff. There's a camera up there, and then just going over here you see the other desk, and then let's move my chair here. And then this is the area behind my desk. This is my main desk setup here in the basement. I'm going to try to keep the camera a lot steadier this time around, but there you have it. And we'll take a look at each shelf and everything that's down here, so you guys can get a feel for what it's like in the Trekyards world. So here's the main computer setup. I got 2 monitors and my notepad and keyboard, extra hard drive, random stuff. I got my coffee here with my little coffee warmer that Sylvia got me. Plugged in USB coffee warmer. There you see I have a light set up in case I need extra light. I can also use that as a mount for my camcorder so that I can record videos. Got a desk lamp here, which I'm going to be getting a new one later today actually. This one's, the switch isn't quite working properly, so I got my disco prize here. Yes, I do like the disco prize, despite what everybody thinks. I got my Alien vs. Predator McFarlane thing back there. Here is my Excalibur sword necklace. It's an exact replica of my favorite sword, my hand-and-a-half broadsword, which I don't wear very often, but we got Darkness there from Legend. Over here we've got my Bandai Mandalorian and Boba Fett. I still need to do the decals on Boba Fett, but I've already done a lot of the paint details, like the paint damage to his armor. So I'll do the decals soon. Back there is a plasma light, which has kind of lost all of its plasma. You can still get a little off of it, but the longer it's on, the worse it gets. It's just a cheap one. So we've got my Chromebook here with just, why is this not working? Hold on guys, there we go. LCARs and stuff running generally. Mousepad. I have I'm reading this right now, the Star Trek Next Generation Mirror Universe collection. This is the IDW comics, so all just TNG Mirror Universe stuff, which is actually really great. Got Got the Starfleet ships book down here because I got that not that long ago. I still need to do a review on it or something, but it's sitting down here currently. Those two Lamborghinis are both USB flash drives. One I got from Exotic Racing in Las Vegas, right here. You just push that out and there's the plug-in. This has all my footage on it from Exotic Racing. I got to drive a green Lamborghini Aventador and a Aston Martin Vantage, and so the video footage, like the in-car video footage and stuff, is all on here. Paid extra for that when I went. The other one is also a USB drive, but just a Murcielago. Sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, this is like my work areas here. But microphone, disk drive, USB hub, all the stuff you need. Under here I've got my Omnibot. It's my childhood Omnibot, which needs a new rechargeable battery. So I don't know if anybody has a Omnibot rechargeable battery, but I'd love to get him up and running again. Under here, a little carpet to keep my feet warm, and a memory foam foot support, footrest thing. Garbage can, a heater for my feet because sometimes it gets cold down here. And under here is a dog bed for the pups when they want to sit with me down here. So over here you got some Starfleet Battles miniature boxes. You've got a Masterpiece Optimus Prime. Also got this. This is from Think Geek. This one doesn't work properly. I have another one up in the ready room, which you see during my lives, which has a slow fade. It also, you can select the color. This one just flashes very fast. I put my hand near it, it stops. Take my hand away, it goes. Near it, it stops. It's really weird. I don't even have to touch it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I wish it wouldn't flash so fast. That doesn't look good. But oh well, it is what it is. I love the schematic of the Enterprise there. It comes with an Enterprise D schematic as well, but that's still in the box. So down here we've got my Starfleet Academy ring. It's got the UFP there. It says Starfleet Academy. On the other side it's got the Delta. So I also got my Star Trek flask. Here is a lightning light, or lightning tube light, called a crackle tube, which I absolutely love. I think that's really cool. Moving up here, we've got my Enterprise. This is the Space Seat Edition, and the Botany Bay, of course. But I think that looks good there. It actually, with the flashing underneath it, it almost looks like from the Corbomite maneuver when it's got the cube in front of it and the lights are changing on the hull. Over here we've got my Ships of the Line calendar. And it's currently March, so over here we got some captain's diplomas. Up here also we got a sci-fi art calendar. Ironically enough, it's Dune, which I just watched, the new one, and not the biggest fan of, honestly. But this is by my buddy Christopher Dahl, who goes by the name Blackbird CD over on Twitter. He does live, sorry about the lighting, he does live painting sessions where he paints these from nothing into these masterpieces. So I got a calendar from him. Up here we've got my cutaway of the Enterprise, which this one is signed. It's 360 of 2500. I just turned on the top light there so you can see the things a bit better. But yeah, that's signed by Matt Cushman, who did it. That's before I knew Matt and James Cushman. I got that a long time ago. Over here we got All I Need to Know About Life. I learned from Star Trek, and I got a C-3PO cutout standee there. So that's the desk and some better lighting for you guys. But anyway, first we got my Trekyards chair, which I will wheel out of the way. Hopefully this is better motion sickness wise. The other one's uploaded. I was going to release it on Saturday, but decided not to just because I couldn't even watch it. I didn't want you guys feeling sick. So up here we've got my Mega Bloks Enterprise with Kirk and Spock. I've done a whole video on the construction of this fantastic build. There we've got two of my other Lego Enterprises and the Mega Bloks D7. Going down we've got a Eagle Moss Predator statue. This is from Predator 2, so he's in the city. He does have a staff back there for his hand, but on the shelf it sticks out way too far, so it won't fit in his hand, so it's back there. Here we've got a little mini constellation from the Doomsday Machine, and then of course the Eagle Moss Doomsday Machine. This thing does light up, but I'm not going to light it up for you guys right now. You know what, maybe I should. There you go, it's lit up. Over here we've got my Enterprise C model that I built a few years ago. Built and painted. I really love the paint scheme I put on it. And my 2007 Wonderfest Merit Award for it. Didn't win a trophy, but it did get a Merit Award, so there it is there. Back here we've got Captain Kirk from Star Trek 3. Sorry, just turned off the Doomsday Machine there. Next shelf currently we've got Megatron. There was Space Dock was there for a while, but this is Megatron from the Netflix show, and he does light up. I also have my on-air light, which I only put on when we're doing lives. I don't know if you guys have noticed it in the background. Here's my gold Cylon Centurion from original BSG. It's also an Eagle Moss one. And an original Daggett toy. Of course he's missing his tail, as most of them are, but that's okay. Over here we've got Vincent and Old Bob from the Black Hole. And of course Maximilian. I love Maximilian, always have. Thought it's a cool design. Never got the original toy. It's hard to find. Finally got this one a few years ago. Did an unboxing of these guys, but really nice. So that's that shelf. Moving down here, we've got my plasma disc and the Franklin Mint 25th anniversary pewter phaser. Also got some Trekyards business cards there, and my captain's bars, and my magnificent maroon badge. Going over to the next little cubby hole, we got my L-cars, which you guys see behind me on the lives. We also have the McFarlane Toys Captain Picard with his phaser, the little QMX Enterprise. Got a phaser that I just bought off a Wish. It's just a resin one. Needs to be repainted. Got a TNG comm badge and a 50th anniversary badge as well. And here I just got my Roddenberry tricorder. Going down here, we've got, this is from ThinkGeek as well. That's the Enterprise D Bluetooth speaker. This looks like it needs to be charged actually. But that's it there. Little Lego version of Samuel and myself. And these are the knitted ones that my mother-in-law did. There's myself and Samuel wearing our uniforms. And over here we've got a sexy little one. And that's Sylvia. So we're all down there. And of course we got Precious the Pug. This is just a little beanie baby thing, but pretty much the right scale for those guys. So down here we've got random miscellaneous stuff. We got the Star Trek trivia game. We got a box full of business cards and some Trekyards coasters, which I give out when I send people things. We've got a phaser, some communicators, some different badges and pins, and a little Voyager patch. These are different pins, insignia sets, rank pins, and those boxes back there are all different versions of the Trekyards comm badge. So that's that. That's behind the desk. So if we back up, you can see the desk setup there. Got this light here. It's set to change color, which is what this other one should do back here. It should change color just as slowly, but it doesn't. So yeah, that's my main Trekyards central command setup. And there it is with the Trekyards command chair, the captain's chair. Over here we got some drawers and shelves that have some paints and model building stuff in them, which I'll talk about in a second, but there's the boxes for my 350 scale TOS Enterprise that's up in the ready room, and the refit, which is behind it there. Also got my Star Trek hat made by my good friend Noel. A lot of people really like that. Over here we got R2-D2 cutout. And this here is a ship done by Ron Morris. It's a take on the Kelvin design, but his own kind of spin on it. Proportions are way better. I actually really like this one. This one he gave to me, which is really nice of him, 3D printed. And it does say USS Trekyards NCC 10/14/10, which is 2014 October. That's when Trekyards started. Here we got a little mini R2 and 3PO. The Reading Press Enterprise, and one of the reaction figures, that's Vina, Ryan's slave girl. Up here we got my X-Wing. Of course, now it doesn't work. Go figure. Anyway, yeah, that one has lights and sound. Really love the scale on this. Very impressive. I gotta change the batteries in it now though, apparently. Up here we got some dedication plaques. Still have a lot more to get. There's some actually coming in the next Eagle Moss shipment. Plus I have my buddy Paul printing up a USS Foley one for the Foley class. So moving over here, we got another one of those lights and my Razor Crest from Bandai. Beautiful little model. My R2-D2 plug-in thing. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's step back a minute. Here's my model building table. It's a little bit junky right now. It's one of the reasons I didn't want to do an update. There's still a bunch of stuff in boxes underneath that I need to get plastic bins for to organize a bit better. But there's like various stuff in there, electronics and cables and soldering guns and airbrushes and stuff like that. So this is the model building corner here. So right by my desk, I just wheel my chair over and work on models. So let's do two things. Let's turn this light on and then hit this switch. So that's a light arch that my buddy Dave built for me, which really lights up the table well for model building. There is the instructions for the Boba Fett that you saw over there. I just got to put the decals on. I've got the decals here, which will be going on soon. Also comes with stickers because it's Bandai, but I prefer decals over stickers any day. And there's some of the Mandalorian and Boba Fett's weapons. I still need to paint and add details to the Darksaber and the guns and stuff, but there's the box. My model building tools, a lot of them are in this little case that I can take to the model club when it's a thing. So, got some paints out here. A lot of these paints are all dried up and need to be replaced. But this wall back here is eventually going to have a paint rack. My buddy Dave, who built this light arch, is going to build me a paint rack for back there so that I can display my paints and get them out of these drawers. I want to use these drawers for something else, so you can see there in the top and third shelves there's a bunch of paints which will be on the paint rack eventually. But so we got various model building things in there, some of my tools up here, glues. And above it we got a F-14 that my buddy Noel gave me. Model kits. There's the Bandai Enterprise NX-01. There's my Foley class resin, which is assembled almost, missing the bizarre domes and stuff like that, but it needs to be painted and finished, obviously. F-14, the Phoenix from G-Force or Battle of the Planets. Got a Roseante here. Got these metal, they're similar to Metal Earth, but they're bigger kits. There's Prime, I've got Soundwave and Megatron in a large size, and then these ones as well, which I'll be building soon. But looking forward to those. Over here we've got various model kits. A lot of those are built, those ones on the end. Pretty much all built. There's a few here that haven't been, like the Oberth and Bird of Prey kit and a few other ones there. Yeah. My Camaro Street sign, one of them. Other one's outside in the driveway. My God, Phoenix, I can't wait to build that one. Franklin. Some model kits that I've built up here. Some of my Bandai kits. Made the Mandalorian. I just built Boba Fett. I need to build K2SO. I've built R2Q5. I've built the X-Wing. And I've built R5J2, I believe. Got my little F-117 letter opener. Over here we've got, again, model building tools. Tape for masking, things for hanging, like just various things over here. Down here we've got a lot more tape and model building supplies, scissors, files, chisels, dowels, toothbrushes for cleaning toys and stuff. Some things for the Camaro. I'm going to be putting these on the traction bars when I get it out this spring, which should be any day now. And I have an idea for those. So more shelves for random supplies and whatnot. So that's the model building area and the main Trekyards work area over here. Now, go over here, we've got a lot of my magnetic badges, a lot of the Trekyards badges, and various other ones. Just random magnets and stuff. That's actually a barbecue lighter, that gun. And some like Mario magnets and stuff. Moving over here, we got the water heater, which is unglamorous, but hey. And here we got some of my HO steam locomotives. I'm a huge steam locomotive fan. These were available from President's Choice. You get them at Loblaws around Christmas time. They were complete train sets. Got about 4 or 5 of them, and then they stopped making them. But these are really nice pieces, and I got a display cabinet for them that I'll put them in soon. But for right now, they're here. I do love trains. I wish I had a place to set up an HO train set. I don't. I also have, my main collectible one is N scale. I got a lot of N scale locomotives and stuff, but again, no room for a display or a layout. And I also have one Lionel train that goes around the Christmas tree. But, so those are there for right now. Back here, there's the furnace, of course, and behind the door there's just some extra carpet and stuff and paint from the restoration of the basement down here. So I turned that light off because it's just kind of irritating. But so coming into the laundry room, so what you see, there's my desk, there's our new washer and dryer, some of Sylvia's clothes on top there. But over here we've got the new cabinet that we were waiting for, which they installed like a month and a half ago finally. Looks really nice. There's a very, very sexy guy on the wall. Hi, baby. Up there we got my Mandalorian helmet and my Boba Fett prototype helmet boxes. Going up here, we've got some specimens in jars. Before you ask or get all freaked out, yes, they're fake. Here we've got the Christmas tree, which is currently disassembled, but looks like a nice little bush thing on display there. Down here, again, just random bins, tools, the pump for the inflatable hot tub, which will be being set up again soon. Luggage, a couple boxes of DVDs. I still got to get a bookcase or 2 to display those. Christmas bins. Under the stairs here we've got, let me reach in there, it's one of my vinyl train sets there. But random Christmas stuff. There's lots of toys and bins and stuff back there, filling in that space below the stairs. So from there we just got some random shelves and stuff that I need to take care of. But moving over here, I don't want anybody to freak out. These are all fake, just for the record. These are all either airsoft or pellet or BB guns. So as you can see, we've got this one here, which is just a airsoft, obviously, but it's got a laser sight on it, which is very cool. And yes, it works. Open that up. This is a Colt model 1911. As you can see, it is a BB gun, but it's a detailed replica. This is a World War II commemorative, built by Colt, so it works exactly like a real one. You actually take the clip out and put the CO2 cartridge in there. So, and the model 1911 is my favorite gun, like, of all time. So this one looks real, but again is not. Again, built by Colt, but it is a BB gun. As you can see, it's got some shells in there with little rubber knobs on the end, and they're exactly like these ones. Just got extras, but see, you see right through. You seat the BB in there, and you load them in, and then it just fires the BB out. So it looks like a real shell, but it's not. So there's just some bonus shells for it. This is just a cap gun I've had since I was a kid, which I painted shut. This door is supposed to, oh, there it is. The door swings open, you put in some caps and go to town. Up here we've got, this is it's a pellet gun. It uses flat nosed pellets because you load them in, and the way they come out, you can't have the pointed pellets because they would seat into the ends of the other pellet. But once you screw that off, you put in a CO2 cartridge there. So this is my Red Ryder that my dad got me years ago. Like the one from A Christmas Story. Two little guns. These are airsoft balls and shells, which are for these two guns. So a 1911 there and a Beretta 9mm. Again, these are just plastic, but they are detailed replicas of the actual guns. This has real Colt grips on it, but yeah, just a plastic gun. It's the same too. You pull up the thing, you load up the shells, same way as the BB shells, and put them in. It shoots it and ejects the shell, which is really cool. Same with this one. This one is also a detailed replica. I don't want anybody getting all uppity that I've got real guns, because I don't. But there you go. So those are there. Those I got about 30 years ago or more at a gun show in Detroit when I went with my dad. So, and my dad made me this beautiful display case back when I was still living at home. I was a kid. I had those two, and I had the Red Ryder and that one, plus a bunch of other fake guns, but those ones actually work really well there. He gave me those just a few years ago. But here they are. The reason they look so real is they are made by Colt. As you can see, it says CO2 BB air gun, but it's made by Colt, so it's an exact replica of the Peacemaker. And same with this World War II commemorative one, made by Colt, but not real, so nobody freak out. But there you go, that's what's over there. Now here's where Sylvia sits when I'm doing my lives, or when she wants to come downstairs and chill out before bed. Got a bunch of her stuff over there. And over here we've got bins full of toys and collectibles that I need display cabinets for at some point in time, but see, lots of Transformers, G.I. Joe, and various others. That bin is just full of a bunch of random toys and collectibles. Down here we've got Star Wars stuff, and then some more Transformers. Some of my old Star Trek models. And here too, a bunch of random stuff. Here's my Star Trek TOS telephone and stuff like that. So, while not on display, they are kinda, because they're in clear bins. So, but anyway, so that is the laundry room, which is looking a lot better than the last time you saw it. So let's move to the bedroom now. And here is the bedroom. Got the dog stairs thing at the end of the bed. This just has some phasers and some of my cosplay stuff in there right now, but so end tables, new bed. Got a bunch of stuff I still need to hang up, but we're not quite done with the basement yet, which I'll talk about in a second. But down here I've got some model kits I'm going to be getting rid of or giving away. I got an Enterprise C there, a Voyager Intrepid class, and the TOS bridge kit. So those are just a sweatshirt and some t-shirts I'm giving a friend of mine. Up here we've got my Playmobil Enterprise, because I really don't have anywhere else to display it, and my remote controlled Countach, which I put Decepticon stickers on. I think it looks like one of the Stunticons. I think his name is Runamuck. He was a white Countach, but those look really good on there. Here is a picture I drew of Sylvia quite a few years ago. 2014 by the looks of it. But it's drawn from one of my favorite pictures of her when we first started dating. So, gotta still hang that up somewhere. Alright, let's move on over to the closet here. This is the Eagle Moss stuff. That box down there is just full of the small Eagle Moss ships. But there's my Lionel Christmas train as well. Old steam locomotive. This is like from World War II. It's like the toys that old, World War II. It's my dad's. But these are XL models and stuff, and they're stacked like 2 or 3 deep in places in this closet, so there's a lot of them. Also got random packages. That's from my McFarlane Kirk, which is upstairs. He's got his phaser rifle currently, but the phaser and stuff are still in the package there. These are just kind of set here right now. This is from the latest Eagle Moss shipment, which I don't have any room for. But hey, I've been reviewing these, so I got a few more on display down there. Battlestar Galactica, Eagle Moss stuff. So that's that. I'm gonna kind of. This is where our wardrobe is gonna go. We're gonna buy a nice, expensive, big wardrobe. Right now, all that stuff is on a rack, and that stuff's gonna be going in the wardrobe. This is Sylvia's dresser. She's got a bunch of stuff on it because she's unpacking stuff, trying to find homes for stuff, but she's always too busy to kind of finish it up. So it's another reason I've been hesitant about showing you guys this, but that's her mess there, which she'll get to. We got a box or two here that need to be unpacked still. Oh, turn that light on. This is the one area here, which I actually need better lighting for. Hold on one second. I'll just use my phone. But up here we've got different figures. Some are Hallmark, some are Diamond Select, some are Mego, some are from the 2009 films. Phasers are currently sitting up here, but I don't think they're going to stay there. And those Enterprises back there, those are all 2500 scale. So they're all to scale of each other. That's the Cadet series. Yeah, I built and painted all of those myself. So, but the phasers, they were above here originally hanging on the wall, which I still might do again, but I need to change out this lighting. Actually, Psychia lighting. As you can see with the angle, it really doesn't work so well. Over here we've got Diamond Select figures. Pan out a bit, hold on. The captains in their chairs. There's Pike, Trekyard and Kirk. Up there we got original Playmates crew. Over here we got Ben Sisko from Trials and Tribulations, Captain Kirk from Mirror Mirror. And over here, a Playmates Hikaru Sulu, Migo Kirk, Migo Romulan, and then the Diamond Select Special Edition Amok Time set. Alright, down there we've got the Hallmark NX-01, another Enterprise there. We got the Dinky Enterprise that shoots discs. I have two of them. There's actually one in that box. I just recently acquired the one in the box with the box there. So, yeah. Over here we've got Federation, first 150 years, and my 25th anniversary Franklin chess set. Franklin Mint pewter refit right there, and just a random other ship there. Got Diamond Select back there. We got the Inamir Darkly NX-01, regular NX-01, TOS Enterprise, Enterprise A, Enterprise D, and then the Playmates Enterprise E, which is based on an early concept. So the impulse engines are wrong, so are the nacelles and the Bizarre Collectors. But still very cool. I do have the Diamond Select Enterprise E, but it's upstairs in the ready room right now. So, alright. Open the drawer. Got various random stuff in there. Bunch of Hallmark ornament ships. Some calendars, blueprints. Burger King 2009 Star Trek glasses, Pez dispenser, and then in the bottom shelf there's my extra Bandai refit that the stand's broken for, but clock, chess set pieces, some signed prints back there, and this box here is full of my original Playmates Star Trek figures, which I showed off on a recent live. So, over here we got my 1/18 scale F-18, complete with little pilot. But it's standing up there, and like I said, this corner is a bit of a cluster F right now. So let me back up, and you can see once that gets better lighting and everything's cleaned off that dresser, it'll look a lot better. So let's get to over here. You do see a heater. That's because despite everything, we're still getting some flooding. When it rains heavily or when the snow melted, the carpet would get damp. There's a pit there which I guess connects to the weeping tile. So what they need to do, the city realized that they made a mistake when they upgraded the storm drains. So what they're doing is and it sucks because we have to move the bed, we have to pull up the new carpet, but we're getting a plumber in to dig that out. He's going to run a trench all the way along that wall into this closet where he's going to install a sump pump, because we were never required to have sump pumps here. And you didn't need them. These houses were built in the 70s. But they upgraded the storm drains a few years ago, and that's when this started. So, anyway, the city realized they made a mistake. They're going to be paying for all of that work. It's going to be about 2 days where we gotta move things and pull the carpet up. And they'll do that, and then they'll have the carpet laid back down and all fixed. The other thing we gotta do is get a dedicated plug or outlet in there for the sump pump, which means we gotta get an electrician in as well to add a dedicated fuse, fish the wires through the rafters here. They say they can push them right through to that closet and do that. So I might do an update video on that. That's another thing that's been on my mind, and a reason I haven't felt like doing this update to the basement, because I mean, it's looking good. We don't have anything on the walls yet because we never really felt like it was finished with all that. That's still in the approval stages and stuff. So, but that's it, guys. That's the tour of the basement. These boxes are all full of collectibles and things I'm giving away in mystery boxes and or selling eventually. So there's a bunch of random really cool stuff in there. And of course my dirty clothes. So anyway. So guys, that is it. A brief little tour. Sort of comprehensive view of my collection and my basement and my work area. Including my model building table area. Pretty nice setup. I can't wait to get that paint rack. That's another reason I haven't done this video. I just kind of wanted it to be complete before I did it, but figured I owed it to you guys to show you and give you an update. So if there's any pieces you've seen that you'd like me to talk about in more detail, I will absolutely do that. Just comment below what you'd like to see. And that's it, guys. There's the tour of the basement as it stands right now. You get a little bit more of the story as to what's going on and why I haven't done an update video sooner, but like I said, I hope this one was better. I'm going to edit it together and watch it and see if I feel sick. The other ones are still available there, so I don't know if anybody wants to see it. The original cut of this, it was laid out a little bit differently, but I want to hear your thoughts on that. Yeah, I just don't want to. It was not good quality as far as compared to this one. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know, comment down below what you thought. If anything seen that you want me to talk about in more detail, I will do so, of course. So thank you so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, the Captain Foley personal channel and the Trekyards channel, and check out other videos by me as well. If you missed the other update videos for the basement, they're all there, so go check them out. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley. See you soon. Bye.